You're watching On the Record with ABC4's Chris Van Oker.
Now, we have all sorts of political types who go on the record, but today we have a musician who also happens to be a bit of a political junkie, and he's here to talk about both. Kurt Bestor, welcome back.
It's good to be back. Always love being here.
Fair to describe you as a political junkie?
I don't know why, but I've turned into one. Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm a music fan, but of course I can't play a lick.
Let's switch roles a little bit.
Wouldn't be good for either of our careers. You are working on?
I'm working on a new album for Mystery Man, but we'll announce who it is today.
Scoop?
Yeah, well, a bit of a scoop, yeah. Because the interesting thing is this guy's gone for 2 years. You know who I'm talking about?
I do.
Just doing a new album for David Archuleta, producing an album. We were frantic to get it all done before he went on his LDS mission. So the night before he left, he was sporting his brand new haircut and all greased up and ready to go. And he was singing a tune for the new album. So yeah, that was, it's a bit of a way for him to pay for his mission, to be honest, and hopefully keep people remembering who he is. But it's great. I have to say, I was a little hesitant to do it, but now that I had a chance to work with him for that intense 3 weeks, the kid's amazing, and I have nothing but the highest respect for his talent.
I heard him at the Christmas concert. I don't think it was the past year. I think it was 3 years before.
Right.
And I was quite impressed.
Well, I just even today I was working on some of his vocals, so I'm listening to 1 take, 2 take, 3 takes. Every take is perfectly in tune. The kid's really kind of a phenom, and I don't think people really realize it, because sometimes American Idol gets kind of a pop culture put down by a lot of folks. He's going to be something. I think David's one of the ones that's going to last a long time.
How many cuts?
11 cuts. 11 cuts. I can't tell you exactly what the tunes are, but it is an album that's going to appeal to a lot of people, not here in Utah. I mean, it's an album that isn't a religious album. It's an album that utilizes his voice. He sings some amazing songs that everybody's going to know and love. So I think it was a good choice. He said, I want to do an album that reminds people what I'm all about. And we chose songs that, and I say we, John Hancock, my co-producer, we chose songs that that people know, that people love, songs that uplift people, but not in a maudlin kind of way. Anyway, that's enough that I can say. But it should come out in about June or July.
How much producing do you do?
I do a lot of producing. In fact, most of the time people think that after the Christmas concerts are over, I just kind of sit in my lawn chair and sip pina coladas until the next Christmas. But I mean, I have to work really hard throughout the year to try to make a living as a musician. So I produce a lot. I finished an album last year for Jenny Oaks Baker, who is a well-known violinist, and we both garnered Grammy Awards for that. Or, I'm sorry, Grammy Award nominations. Didn't win the award. I was wishful thinking, but that just happened this last February. She got to go to the awards. I was busy gigging in back east, but I watched it, and I watched Booker T, the famous Booker T of the MGs, win the award. I was happy to take, backseat to him.
What category was it?
It was in pop instrumental. It was the weirdest thing. I mean, I'll tell you who the people were. So we were up against, Jenny and I, we did an album, get ready, of Disney covers. Classical Disney tunes. It sounds cheesy, but it was really, I'm really proud of the album. So that was ours. Dave Cause on sax, who does kind of the smooth jazz thing. Daniel Ho, whose dad is the famous Hawaiian. Don Ho, yeah.
Of course, that was a little before my time.
Well, I also have to explain his last name, because in the old days it just meant
Tiny Bubbles.
Tiny Bubbles, yeah.
Wow.
So, and then there was one other. The name escapes me. So it's a really bizarre category. It's kind of an amalgam of a lot of different styles. And anyway, Booker T had a great album. I felt confident that we weren't going to win, but
I was about to say, nobody wants to lose, but
the guy's a legend.
Not too shabby.
No, he's the nicest guy in the world. I got to say, Booker T, I had a chance to meet him in the past, and he is one of the most intelligent guys in his 70s, but still driven to push new things. I mean, he's doing like mashups of his tune. This is the guy that did Green Onions, which is an old tune.
Now, our producer Jeff Mantle, he's a huge music guy. Jeff, what was the name of the song? Time is Tight.
Yeah. Actually, you guys got crack producers here, I'll tell you.
Oh, nothing but the best. I'm not sure if I've ever asked you, who are your musical heroes?
Well, I have so many of them, it's hard to narrow it down. So if you go in categories, I've always been a fan of 20th century classical music.
No, I'm not going to let you do that.
No.
Give me high fidelity.
All right.
John Cusack, top 5.
Okay, anything by Aaron Copland. Okay, so there's my 20th century stuff. Dave Grusin in the jazz category. He wrote the theme to On Golden Pond, but a great composer. Big fan right now of. I always say their name wrong. Well, I like The Bird and the Bee. They're a big fan of them. And I like a lot of eclectic music. Big fan of Paul Simon. Anything Paul Simon.
Share that in common.
Paul Simon, and his latest album is still incredibly fresh and new, and I was
listening to Rewrite this morning.
Yeah, I love that song. That was the first thing I heard him. I heard him perform it on TV, and I said, the guy's 70-something. And I got to say, lastly, in that same vein, Paul McCartney. I saw him. I don't know if you went to the Rio Tinto gig last year. I sat there hearing these tunes, and as a musician, of course, I'm identifying with that, and I'm saying, God, listen to that, Hey Jude, and this, and boom, boom, boom. That all came out of the same guy, and look at him. He's singing it in his 70s. It was just magical.
So did you see the Library of Congress special when they gave the award to Paul Simon?
Yeah, and they brought all these people to sing his tunes, and that was great. And he joined with them.
Who was your favorite?
Now you're gonna.
I'll tell you mine.
All right.
Alison Krauss doing Graceland.
Oh, that was great, and I love Alison Krauss.
Kind of as a ballad. Yeah, that was amazing.
I always love it. And you know, Paul Simon, I just did a version of Bridge Over Troubled Waters. Oops, that's on the new album. David Archuleta, nobody knows that.
Knows what?
Anyway, I heard a gospel version of it with Paul Simon singing, and I always love it when artists sing new versions of their own tunes. And Paul Simon's it's not like this is the sacrosanct version. He did it with a gospel group. And it was with the girl that Jennifer Halliday, she sang on that, and it was great. Thanks to YouTube, I can watch all that stuff.
We like YouTube.
Absolutely.
Tell you what, we've got a lot more to talk about, but first we're going to watch a brief round of messages. You're watching On the Record. We'll be right back.